Welcome back. Time for News Track. Let's get you updated on the latest. And we want to cross over to Kasarani right now. My colleague Lynn Mushira joining us by way of video phone. Lynn, thank you very much for joining us. So what are we expecting today? And then talk to us about that earlier qualifiers. That was the 3,000 meters in which Edward, is it Hezekiah, conquered it. Talk to us about that and everything else that's happening.
Yes, you're right, Betty. Of course, we are at the Moi Stadium, Kasarani, which is the two of the World Under-18 Athletics Championships. Speaking of the qualifiers this morning, of course, it's been quite a chilly and windy morning right here at the Moi Stadium, Kasarani. That seems to be paving way to a sunny day. Hopefully, athletes are competed and, of course, chilly weather. Not the best weather to run under, if you ask me. But the Kenyan athletes did manage to put up a good show in the Kenyan specialities, that is in the 3,000 meters flat, where all the Kenyan athletes, both of the Kenyan athletes are qualified to the next round, which is the finals. Then in the 800 meters races as well, the two Kenyans qualified to the next round. Those two races are Kenyan specialities in either the youth championships, the junior championships, all the way to the senior ranks. Now we go to the 400 meters hurdles girls, where Kenya was represented as well by two athletes who failed to qualify to the next round. Remember, Kenya is not known to do well in the short races. Most athletes are trying to change that narrative, but it doesn't seem easy. And probably what you need to know on day two of the championships is that we don't quite have a final race where Kenya expects to win a gold, because the finals this afternoon will comprise of the shot put men, or rather boys. Then we will have the javelin girls as well. The finals are happening this afternoon. None of those events are Kenyan specialities. But of course, the venue at Kasarani looks great. Security, of course, as you can see, is tight, if you ask me. Everything, all the gates are well manned, everything is secure, and each and every person coming into the stadium, regardless of whether you are accredited, you have to be checked, screening has to be done, and the guards are guarding the gates have to clarify that the accreditation grants you access using the gate where you're standing. And of course, 131 countries are taking part in this championship, and of course their flags displayed in Kasarani. All the countries are participating right here, have their flags in display right here, of course, as you can see. And the 131 countries have contributed. Over 1,500 athletes are taking part in the track events as well as the field events. Of course, the venue of the event looks great, as you can see from the outside as well as from the inside. We will be taking you to the inside probably in the next update. But what we can tell you is that in the next few minutes, the events of the day will be taking a break, and action is expected to resume later in the afternoon, Betty.
All right, thank you very, very much. Lynn Mushira there reporting from Kasarani. She's following closely on what's happening there with the IAAF championships, and she's going to be updating us throughout the day here on KTN News. All right, so we want to wrap up News Track, but remember that we'll also be beaming live for you the pictures that will be coming in the service for the late CS Joseph Ngaiseri. It is going to be happening later on today at the Nairobi Baptist Church. As you can see there, preparations currently ongoing, and just a few people making the final preparations before President Uhuru Kenyatta leads mourners really to remember Ngaiseri. The Requiem Mass will be later on today starting from 2 p.m. and like I mentioned, KTN News will be having that service here live for you. And apart from that, also remember that he is scheduled to be buried on Saturday at his Bissell home in Kajiado County. All right, thank you very much for keeping it KTN News. Still remain with us. My colleague Akisa Wandera is coming up at the top of the hour with the news desk. That's at 1 p.m. Till then, keep it KTN News. My name is Betty Kialo. We'll see you again tomorrow. Till then, be blessed and be kind to one another. Goodbye.